Good morning, everyone. Today we're discussing a fascinating topic honey. We all know it's delicious, but it's also a powerful natural substance with a long history of medicinal use. We'll be looking at a 2023 study conducted right here in Oman by Mohammed Al Ghazali and his team. The study, titled Knowledge and Awareness of Therapeutic Benefits and Precautions of Natural Honey Consumption Among Students, was published in the Research Journal of Pharmacy and Technology. It explores what students know or don't know about honey's benefits and risks, particularly in the context of our local community. Honey has a rich and interesting history. In ancient Egypt, it was so valuable that people traded it for other goods. Cleopatra famously used it in her beauty routines for her skin. Today, scientists are rediscovering its incredible ability to fight infections, heal wounds, and even support brain health. However, honey isn't without its dangers. For example, it can cause infant botulism, a life-threatening condition for babies under 1 year old. This is because honey can contain spores of Clostridium botulinum, which can be extremely harmful to their immature digestive systems. As the study explores, honey is both a strong healer and a possible hazard. Let's look at some key findings. Honey is a natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory substance. It can help fight infections and reduce inflammation, including eye inflammation. However, 71.9% of the study's participants were unaware of these significant therapeutic benefits. That's a knowledge gap that needs to be addressed. Culturally, honey is very important in Oman. It is not surprising that 53.4% of participants preferred Omani honey. This might not only be about taste and culture. People understand that honey has medicinal properties and that local honey is likely better. They just might not know about the evidence of how it helps to fight illnesses and allergic reactions. Omani honey, derived from local flora, is believed to help build immunity to regional allergens. This has made it a valuable resource for people living in our region. It makes sense that 58.2% of students reported they had never been advised by a doctor to use honey for medical conditions. The importance of honey is common knowledge in the culture and something that the elders tell the children in families about. It is probably true, however, that there is a disconnect between traditional remedies and modern medical practices. In fact, 49% of participants were unaware that honey can cause botulism in infants and that it can lead to death. There is a real need for better public awareness, particularly about the risks of giving honey to infants. I do know that there is a tradition of giving newborns a tiny bit of dates, not to eat, but to taste the sweetness. Unfortunately, I have also heard of cases where people use honey instead. I'm not sure why this is happening. On another note, honey does have a glycemic index. This means that it can raise blood sugar levels. For individuals with diabetes or those monitoring their blood sugar, this is a concern. These days, people are increasingly looking into other natural sweeteners with lower glycemic indexes. For example, stevia and monk fruit are derived from plants and have very low to zero glycemic indexes. Xylitol, which is a sugar alcohol, also has a low glycemic index. These sweeteners are available here in Muscat, at Lulu and Hypermax. They can be valuable alternatives for people watching their blood sugar. However, we need more research on these plant-based sweeteners to fully understand their effects on our health and well-being, especially in the long term. More food studies are definitely needed to investigate the effects of alternative sweeteners like stevia and monk fruit. Choosing a sweetener requires careful consideration. The study on honey in Oman highlights promising effects of honey, as well as challenges for certain vulnerable populations. As future nutritionists, you'll play a key role in educating your communities about the benefits and risks of honey. But honey is more than just a sweet treat. It's a substance rich in medicine, history, and culture. Still, I wonder why so many students are unaware of honey's medicinal benefits. Should honey be more integrated into medical practices? What do you think? What about other sweeteners with lower glycemic indexes? Which sweeteners do you think we should research more?